Humans have an ever so desire to explore. We all have that feeling of curiosity inside of us. When we are young to when we die, we always want to know what's in the cookie jar or what heaven is like. We all need to itch the itch of curiosity. And Mr. President, when you deprive NASA of their planetary science budget that they need to explore space, you deprive all of us the right to understand the world of which we live in. If we are to explore space in a greater depth, we might be able to find other planets in which we can use alternative fuels or find extraterrestrial beings.
If you stop exploring, and it kind of doesn't matter what it is, your backyard, the bottom of the ocean, species that live in the canopy of rainforest that are undiscovered, some insect or somebody, some amazing fern that doesn't, epiphyte that doesn't ever need to have contact with the ground. If you stop looking for those, let alone on Mars and other worlds and other stars, if you stop exploring, what does that say about you? Say, okay, I'll stay home. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I tell you, if you take that attitude, you are not going to move forward as a species. And especially, talking about economic times, your country's economy will fall behind. Space exploration stimulates the economy. Space exploration is what I like to call trickle-up investment. When you get a bunch of well-educated people running around in society, it raises the level of intellectual achievement for everybody.
As Bill and I said, it is a part of our evolution as a species. But what are the costs? Yes, it might cost billions of dollars. Now all of that money could be put here to better us on Earth.
I do think that's the question that we need to be asking. I mean, I love Carl Sagan as much as the next guy, but I think when we're running massive budget deficits, we need to be asking who should be spending this money to investigate the heavens. And I don't think it should be the federal government. I think that we're seeing massive innovation in the private sector to discover and to go into space. And right now, with our financial situation in the United States, this is not something that the federal government should be doing.
You know, I don't think science should be restricted, but science should be adapted to the social, economic conditions of the time. And the world is going through an economic crisis. So we will have to prioritize what scientific experiments we take forward and others we keep until a better time for the world economically.
15 million people die each year in Africa because of starvation, and 1,500 people die each day of cancer. Why should we explore space when only 30 to 40% of Earth has been explored? In 1970, a nun in Africa, Sister Mary Judedia, wrote a letter to the Associate Director of Science at NASA, Dr. Ernest Strangling, asking him why we explore space when we have all these problems here on Earth. This is a very good question, and it is very hard to answer, Dr. Strangling responded by saying, I believe, like many of my friends, that traveling to the moon and eventually Mars and the other planets is a venture in which we should undertake now, and I believe that this project in the long run will contribute more to the solution of these grave problems we are facing here on Earth than many other potential projects which are debated and discussed year after year, which are extremely so, yielding terrible results. He said exactly what I've been saying all along, that discovering space might help solve other problems here on Earth. So, Mr. President, I ask you one more time to reconsider your decision on the 2013-2014 budget. Thank you.